Ren's lab was chaos made tangible. Circuit boards sprawled across every surface like electronic organs torn from their housings. Half-assembled devices hung from ceiling hooks, their purposes known only to their creator. The air tasted of ozone and burnt copper, sharp enough to make Kael's eyes water as he pushed through the cluttered doorway. "Close it." His voice came out hoarse, raw from 2 sleepless nights. "Lock it." Ren looked up from a dissected signal detector, soldering iron still smoking in his hand. His eyes took in Kael's appearance, hollow cheeks, trembling fingers, the way he stood pressed against the closed door like something might break through at any moment. "Jesus, Kael. When's the last time you slept? I need to tell you something." The words tumbled out before courage could abandon him. "And you're going to think I've lost my mind." Ren set down his tools with deliberate care. "Okay. I'm listening. Where to start?" The zone crystal. The system interface that turned every resonant into walking data. The hunger that grew stronger each hour, whispering suggestions that made his skin crawl. "I'm not non-resonant anymore." The silence stretched between them like a held breath. Ren's face cycled through confusion, concern, and something that might have been calculation. "That's not possible." "I know." Kael slumped into Ren's spare chair, disturbing a pile of prototype dampeners. "But something happened in the zone. Something changed me." He told Ren everything. The crystal fragment. The system interface. The constant stream of notifications that turned his world into a cataloged database of human potential. Ren listened without interruption, his engineer's mind already working through the implications. "Show me," Ren said when Kael finished. "What?" "The interface. Describe exactly what you see." Kael focused on his friend, and the familiar text cascaded across his vision. "Signal detected. Non-resonant. No power classification. What else?" "Stats, I think. Numbers that represent me, somehow. Resonance is at 9 now. Bandwidth still at 1. There's something called noise floor that's been climbing." Ren grabbed a tablet, fingers flying across the surface as he took notes. "This sounds like some kind of biological HUD. Neural interface technology, but way beyond anything we have." His voice carried the excitement of a puzzle solver encountering something genuinely new. "You said it categorizes other resonants?" "Everyone. Power levels, disciplines, even suggestions about." Kael swallowed hard. "About draining them." "Draining?" The excitement in Ren's voice died. "What does that mean?" Kael told him about Marcus Webb. About skin contact and stolen power, about watching another person diminish while strength flowed into his own cells. Ren's face went pale as the magnitude hit him. "You absorbed his abilities?" "Permanently. 15% of them. I can weave now, just basic stuff, but it's real." Kael held up his hand and focused on the air around his fingers. Reality shimmered as molecular bonds responded to his will. "I took part of what made him special and made it mine." "Holy shit." Ren leaned back in his chair. "This isn't just resonance. This is something else entirely. Parasitic maybe, or symbiotic." His mind was racing now, theoretical frameworks clicking into place. The zone crystal, it wasn't just a fragment of dimensional energy. It was some kind of biological agent. "Can you help me?" The question came out smaller than Kael intended. "I can feel the hunger starting again. It wants me to feed, and I don't know how long I can resist." Ren was already moving, pulling components from storage bins with practiced efficiency. "Signal dampeners. If this thing is interfacing with your nervous system through electromagnetic patterns, we might be able to jam it temporarily." He scattered parts across his workbench. Won't be pretty, but I can build something crude in a few hours. Hope fluttered in Kael's chest for the first time in days. You believe me? You just manipulated molecular bonds with your bare hands. Either you're telling the truth or I'm having the most detailed hallucination in history. Ren grabbed a napkin and started sketching circuit diagrams. This is fascinating from a technical perspective, but terrifying from every other angle. You're talking about a system that treats human beings like consumable resources. I know. Kael watched his friend work, grateful beyond words for the lack of judgment in Ren's voice. I'm scared of what I'm becoming. We'll figure it out. Whatever this thing is, it's still technology. And technology can be understood, modified, controlled. Ren's pencil moved faster, roughing out component placements. First priority is building you some breathing room. Then we reverse engineer this system and find out what it really wants. Query: why do you share data with the non-resident? The text appeared without warning, different from the usual notifications. Personal. Curious. And for the first time since the bonding, Kael had the distinct impression that something was watching him through his own eyes. The frequency had learned to ask questions.